Hello everyone, this is Pastor Shen from a Christian Spirituality Academy. Let's talk about your faith today, whether it is true faith or something you came up on your own. Today's topic is something people usually overlook. So, I would like you to take a look at your faith, whether it is and how you are doing. You know why I'm making this suggestion? It is because most Christians don't enjoy successful lives or have powerful ability promised in the Bible. Just like how a fish with two eyes become anomaly in the town of one-eyed fish. Most Christians have powerless faith and consider the ones with a true gift of God strange and not normal. It is because they are different, and they have no intention of recognizing them as true gift of God. They are just not willing to listen. So let's take a look and see if the religious lives churchgoer really are biblical or not. First, you need to see if your belief is true faith in God or if it is just self-assurance. A lot of people believe that they will go up to heaven without a doubt if they have recited an acceptance prayer and attend church every Sunday. But you can't say whether you'd go while you are here. You will find out when you stand in front of the judge. Since you can't find out whether you will go while living, false pastors and missionaries introduce people to an easier way to go to heaven and winning their heart. Bible never mentioned anything about going to heaven with reciting the acceptance prayer. This comes from people who interpret the Bible with their own judgment and standard. Jesus had said that you would be able to chase a demon away, heal the sick people, and receive whatever you ask if you have faith as small as a mustard seed. What is the point of telling yourself that you have faith? Nothing matters unless Jesus tells you you have faith. You will receive whatever you ask if you believe. Unfortunately, many people believe what they've learned in the church is faith, and there is a big misunderstanding. What you learn from church is mere knowledge you store in your brain. But there is also a reason why many self-help books that talk about positive thinking sell very well. Some people even encourage others to claim and pray that you will heal from the sickness you suffer from in order to really make it come true. But the faith that brings miracles is God-given. It has to be approved by people, not by your self-assurance or will. Laughter therapy, music therapy, art therapy, hypnotherapy, and other psychological therapy have come into church under the name of inner healing movement. They are not too different from the New Age movement, are they? Shouldn't biblical healing be through the power of blood that Jesus spilled on the cross? It is ridiculous to see such a therapist that provide psychological joy, self-assurance, and positive thinking are turning into a true faith in God. Second, you need to see if the joy you get is from God or from self-contentment. Have your life been joyful and peaceful just like God have promised in the Bible? Most of Christians have a cold smile on their face when they have asked this question. They do say yes. And when they are asked to talk about it in more specific manner, they talk about God's grace. They've felt their prayer that were answered, and the experience they've had with the Holy Spirit. Then they add on how happy they are with their spirituality. But they need to see and distinguish whether the spiritual life they live is derived from the God or their self-contentment. Many Christians think they have no problem with their spiritual life since they are attending church regularly and participate in the charitable activities at this and other prayer meetings. They thank God for all God thinks in their lives, and they are happy that they found a lot of friends through church. But you can hear this answer from other religious people like a Buddhist, Muslim, and even people who go to a shaman for their need. The gift mentioned in the Bible is completely different from what you think and expect. Peace God gives is not temporary. Joy God gives is not conditional. Answers to the prayer are not something that seldom happens. God's answer to prayer mentioned in the Bible happen all the time. For whatever you pray for, and joy He gives should come to you no matter what. And people who are with God always should have successful results in whatever they do, and they are free of disease and illness. So if you are not living this kind of life, it is not from God. Third, you need to distinguish God's love from self-pity. It is not hard to spot a sister crying as they pray during worship service. But have you ever thought about or asked the lady the reason why they are crying? Many of them cry out of sadness, bitterness, and even anger that have surfaced to their mind as they pray. These tears usually hide their self-pity or self-love. The Bible says self-love and self-pity will grow stronger in people as we reach the end of the world. But self-love is idolatry, putting yourself before God. It is a despicable act in God's eye. We, the creation of our God, should live for God's glory, not to love ourselves. But people pray for their worldly desire, confuse self-pity with God's love, and feel catharsis as they pray. Self-pity is not a form of the love given by God. It is false feeling demon put in you. People loved by God should deny themselves, put on their own crosses, and become His disciples that are willing to give their lives for Him. But there are a ton of people who come to the church to fulfill the desire and self-love. It is unfortunate to see. That's all for today. Thank you.